guys, my name is Christy Wood.
Hey, I'm Debbie Lee.
And we are going to begin to bring you 5-minute Friday faves.
Say that 5 times real quick. I don't think you can.
So these are our favorite things that we like about every oil. So we'll be going through these over the next lots of weeks in our future and just sharing an oil with you in our favorite ways to use them. I primarily have a focus on physical uses for the oils. I'm a registered nurse and I really enjoy and have a lot of interest in helping people with their physical ailments.
So my greatest interest has to do with emotional and mental health. I've been fortunate to be pretty healthy all my life, but I've had a challenge of emotional events, and the oils are something that came into my life at a really good time and helped me manage those emotional ups and downs.
So today we are going to feature Breathe. Breathe, as its name suggests, is great for the respiratory system. So any kind of upper respiratory, sinuses, all the way down into the lungs. Whether the root cause is from seasonal issues, if that arise in the spring and the fall, or if it's actually a sinus infection or a lung infection, what Breathe does is it helps to open up the airway and it increases oxygen supply to your tissues. So it's a good one if you're going to be working out, even to increase oxygen to your body. It's very good for snorers to help open up the airway while they're sleeping, and any kind of sinus infection, any kind of stuffiness. Breathe is great to help to break up that mucus.
Right. And you know, you recommended it just a couple of weeks ago. I had vertigo. And that was one of the things that I used that helped to open up my sinuses.
Yeah, that makes sense, because that tissue, when you got seasonal allergies or anything like that, it is all the same kind of tissue all the way into your ears, your nasal cavity, and all the way down into your lungs. So Breathe is going to help to open up all of that tissue. So what's the emotional benefit of Breathe?
Well, amazingly, this is the oil of breath.
Makes sense.
So you think about grief and emotional pain, you know, and being sad, that's a heavy burden. And that heavy burden you kind of constrict. And whether you realize it or not, you're not breathing deeply. You're not taking in the breath of life. And you are subject to some things like colds. I had a friend that had that happen as her husband was sick and eventually died. She just got one cold after another. I took the Breathe to her. It helped her get through that. She went from sitting around like this to being more open to what was going through. And just think about the times like at Christmas or some of the holidays, and we've got loved ones that we're missing, and we're grieving, but we're joyous at the same time. Breathe is uplifting, and it invites us to bring in. So if you're holding on, you're not breathing out. This invites us to breathe, to let go, and then to breathe in. So the negative emotions are really what I said: sad, grieving, despairing, unloved, distrusting, and closed. And the positive are being supportive, receiving, open, and love. And I got a verse for this, because I want you to know that for every one of these, there's a verse in the Bible to back it up. And the one that I chose for today is Genesis 2:7. It said, "Then the Lord formed the man from the dust of the ground. He breathed the breath of life into the man's nostrils, and the man became a living person." So, you know, this life is tough. But there's joyous moments, and there's a lot of things to receive, a lot of things to let go of, and the oils just kind of help.
All right, so we pray that that is a blessing for you. Stay tuned next Friday to find out our next favorite ways of using oils.
Bye-bye.
Be blessed.